What's up, everybody, and welcome to Very Real Tournament, a comedy battlecast that pits two very real opponents against each other in a very real fight. And this week, we are neck deep in this tournament.
I love that band.
Is there a band called
it's a
Neck
local
Deep?
band, yeah.
Okay.
Local
Cool.
punk band.
Shout out,
What
Neck Deep.
what are they neck deep in though?
Probably Puss.
Beard.
To be honest.
Obviously. Well, we're neck deep in Fergie references.
Playing this dive bar at 1 a.m. on a Tuesday. We're neck deep in that vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, they might be awesome. I don't know.
There's locals that get down on local band dudes.
For sure.
They're called townies.
We called townies. That was a very different phrase. I grew up in the country, and all the people with money who were moving to the country to get away from the city lived in the suburbs out in the area.
Okay.
And then the townies were like the dirt poor people who lived in apartments in the country.
Yeah.
And that meant just drugs.
Oh.
That meant like prostitution. If you were a townie, you had like 2 teeth in your mouth, and you were on meth.
Didn't expect that.
Right.
Well, now when I visit the beach and I see other tourists, I call them shoobies. Thanks, Rocket Power.
I was confusing two bands
what?
because they all kind of sound alike. Neck Deep is a Welsh pop punk band.
Oh, they probably get it
okay.
too.
Glad we
There's
cleared that
another
up.
local band that has a similar name, I feel like. They're on Warped Tour. They're
Oh,
kind of
okay.
a
I
big
tell you,
deal.
they did Warped Tour.
Yeah.
Balls deep. That's what
The great local band who didn't consider the future when they named themselves.
Yeah, but it's spelled
no one's-
B-A-W-L.
Yeah.
Oh man,
No one's playing balls deep on the radio.
They came up
They're
with
just not.
that in like high school, and they thought it was so cool, and then they just never changed it, and now they're like 29, 32, and they're just like.
They're like,
man.
the Butthole Surfers did it. Why can't we?
Right, no, they're just like, we fucked up. Like, we bought that domain for 5 years. Why did we do that?
Yeah, we might not be neck deep the band, but we're neck deep in those Black Eyed Peas references, in all this blood and dirt and guts that's happened in this tournament so far. We're about to be fully submerged next week when we do the finale.
Drowning.
Right. In a pool, if you will.
Yeah, I will.
always.
I'll take that.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Oof, we need some early 2000s rock in here.
Just to get us
fierce.
powered through, man.
Get us powered up.
Yeah, that's how we'll get hype. Let's take a 5 when we do the intro music. We'll
Right.
get some new metal going.
Nice.
And then
Power
we'll be
Man
ready
5000.
Power Man 5000. Maybe a little saliva, some click, click, boom.
Ooh.
Chill.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to take
I
longer
just
than 5
assumed
minutes.
that was either Kid Rock or Limp Bizkit, or maybe they like did a song together.
You know, you forgot all about the great band Saliva,
Forgot
who
about
definitely
Saliva.
named themselves in high school.
Oof.
So, you all at home, pick your own playlist. Just go on Spotify, make your own new metal playlist, get pumped. In the meantime, let's do this. I'm Nick Potter,
I'm Joey Potter.
Colin Sage.
Billy Carter.
and it's about to get very real.
Guys, before we get into the fight, I have to call us out.
Hold on, Joe. I'm not done listening to this playlist yet.
Oh, sorry. And then just silence.
There it goes.
I have to call us out because prepping for this this region in particular, I binged all the episodes.
Sure.
Should never do that.
We have double dipped so fucking hard,
Right.
even on jokes. And the thing is, audience, and we have to apologize for this.
We do?
With Butler getting pregnant and having a baby and all that kind of stuff,
It was
like
modern science that, I don't know.
I know that
Science
was
girl.
rough for you guys.
we
was
had
really hard on
to
us.
like scramble and record some people here, some people there, and then just kind of piece together our episodes.
Yeah.
And so some are recorded like months apart. Some's just like, all right, recorded 49, and then a month later recorded 50.
Yeah.
But then there's like, we recorded one of the episodes that we did back in like February and just
Yeah.
had to keep pushing it out. And somehow we still double dipped on like Batman jokes, like Batman credit card jokes,
Right, fresh.
rubber lips jokes,
Fuck.
vampires in general.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
we have
we
like
did a lot of vampire
Why do we have
shit.
so many? Why are we talking? I hate fucking. Why do we have so many vampire
A
shit?
lot of vampire movies.
So much vampire shit. So many vampire jokes. The same shit. I'm sorry. We suck.
We're a bunch of-
Spider-Man jokes.
It's finally come to light in this last tournament. We're a bunch of fucking hacks.
Yeah.
Right.
We have like 6 jokes ready to go
Because
they're all Willem Dafoe quotes from Spider-Man.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. That's just kind of our thing. We make Spider-Man references. Ha ha.
Insidious.
These are like one-off Batman credit card jokes that we've done 3 times over the course of 6 months that are releasing next to each other somehow.
Yikes.
It was rough.
Well, I think that's our fault for doing these so far apart because all the jokes feel fresh.
Yeah.
But when you listen to them in our episodes, it's just like, man, these guys have nothing to say.
Yeah, it's like, why are we referencing Batman credit cards and rubber lips in the episode about the fucking Incredibles? Why'd we do that? Why are we
Why?
talking about that? And then 4 episodes later, we have a whole bit about Batman credit cards and rubber lips in the episode that actually makes sense with Harvey Dent. But not really, because that wasn't even in that movie. Whatever. I got so frustrated. It's just like, we said the same 4 things over 4 episodes, recorded months apart.
Hey, Joey.
Yeah.
Never leave the cave without it.
Fuck.
I'm just saying. If George Clooney can make it work, we can make it work.
He didn't make it work, though.
It did work. All right, that movie made a lot of money. Everyone thinks it was garbage, but there was nothing else to really go up against. Maybe they were like, oh, Timmy B. But I don't know. That was still pretty fresh, you know?
Let's just make a pledge. Just try and be more original and not go dipping in the same wells.
Not even original. We lost sight of our content in this back half of season 3. And I want to apologize for it because everything got all fucked up. We promised season 4 is going to be tighter and we're not going to lose focus of what we've done.
Right.
I'm so bitter towards Butler's baby.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad.
You really should like hold a grudge against your baby for like a really long time. Just like, neglect him.
I try.
Oh, he's going with the bit.
With
All
the-
right.
okay.
My wife's
All right.
always
See?
pissed.
Original stuff. Right? No,
No.
we joke about that all the time.
We do.
But yes, let's try and keep it tighter. Keep it fresh. Keep it funny.
Right.
No more Batman credit card jokes. Guys, this
a shame.
episode, no Black Eyed Peas jokes, okay?
What?
We run it into the
Whoa.
ground.
I'm Joey Potter.
We kind of have. We haven't taken any breaks this time, and when somebody said, "Oh, Black Eyed Peas, get ready," I was like, "Oh, fuck, that's happening. That's in this tournament."
Oh,
if
yes.
You've been listening to the tournament, and I just totally forgot. And man, we've run those into the ground.
Yeah, so let's just keep it real light. If you got a good Apple App burn, I will accept it. Right now is what I'm talking about. No, nothing? Okay.
Irrelevant. That's what he is.
Then you got it. All right, yeah. I think everyone knows that's how we feel at this point.
Hey, Apple D app. Hey, big girls don't cry.
Fuck.
Got
All
him.
right.
Got him.
You're banned, Colin. Speaking of original jokes, let's talk about this bracket. One of our greatest references. This one's called "I'm Something of a Region Myself."
It's a good job.
Rammy Memes, the great subreddit, has to love us by now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, within this region, we got 3 great fights for you guys. The first, we got Gabriel Van Helsing. That was episode 49.
Van Helsing versus Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Right.
And he is going up against all of the Incredibles from episode 46. That was the Incredibles versus the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, perfect.
And then our second fight, we got 50 Cent.
Curtis Jackson.
Himself. Better
Yep.
known now as Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Right.
And guess what? That was episode 50.
Chia.
Nice.
We're clever.
We're clever. And he will be taking on Ryan Reynolds' Pikachu.
Yeah.
Basically Detective Pikachu
It's
at this
Detective
point.
Pikachu.
From episode 44, Deadpool versus Pikachu. The third fight, we don't know yet. We're just out here freestyling.
It's going to be some of those.
Maybe.
That's how
Maybe the
brackets work.
Babelander's making a return this
Hey,
episode.
sometimes
You could.
characters come in from the sidelines. Maybe it's Apple D app,
Yeah.
Black Eyed Peas, they're tired of being the joke. They're ready to get in.
Oh shit!
They're like, these guys, these fucking white boys telling us we're fucking joke, fucking background.
Hey, Taboo was in that Legend of Chun-Li movie. He played like the Wolverine knockoff
Ba-doom.
that no one saw. But somehow I know that?
Somebody
I'm just
saw
me.
it.
I don't know. I didn't see it, or did I?
You either
You'll-
saw it or you went deeply through the wiki page. So I don't know which one's worse.
You'll never find out. All right, let's get into this first fight. Van Helsing versus The Incredibles. Who wants to tell me about Hugh Booth and where we left him?
I guess that was me, right? That was my character.
dude, I don't know.
Yeah, I had the Vampire Hunter.
I wasn't
Yeah,
here.
Corey,
I had our
it was
16th
me and
president.
Corey
We did
with Van Helsing. So Van Helsing from the hit film Van Helsing, the one played by Hugh Jackman, he hunts fiction.
It's true.
He's really good at it. He at some point or another becomes a werewolf, but we're not using that. That's
that.
most.
Get that
That's
out of
most
here.
of what the cool shit that he does in that movie when he has werewolf powers. Otherwise, he just has a cool crossbow.
He's got a bunch of gadgets.
Yeah, he has those
He
like
has
pump saw
a couple
things.
gadgets.
Right. He's got
I
the
wouldn't
pump
say
saw.
a bunch.
Okay,
Name-
crossbow,
Okay.
pump handsaws.
Yep.
He's got a grappling hook attachment for his crossbow.
Yeah,
Doesn't he have something?
he's
else?
got like a
You're 3 deep,
like
Colin.
a silver sword. Yeah, like
This is basically Batman. Is that what you're telling me?
a little bit, way less.
But does he have a Van Helsing credit card? Boom!
Yeah.
But yeah, he hunts fiction, and he's kind of an acrobat. He likes to swing places.
He might catch one of the Incredibles in a net.
Yeah, that is
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, he does use
Well,
nets.
also, he is at this point, we've made him into like a master planner. He put Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, into a play that he didn't even realize he was in.
Yeah, he
true.
kind of mind fucked him.
He constructed reality around him. He did a Truman show to him, basically.
Yeah, he kind of Truman showed him, and he where we left him was he convinced Lincoln, because Lincoln was very much about truth.
Yeah.
Van Helsing hunts fiction.
Yes.
Turns out Van Helsing is fiction.
Right.
So he went on a crusade, burning all the stuff. I think that was part of the stage play.
Yeah.
He burned America's history and then eventually rewrote it, where he was the 16th president. He was John Wilkes Booth the whole time.
A bunch of double, triple bluffs.
Man.
Yeah, there were so many bluffs that when we were writing the bracket for the tournament, the episode wasn't out yet, and I literally wrote Abraham Lincoln / Van Helsing because that's literally the only episode that I had no fucking clue who won.
None of us did. We were all like, please somebody edit that so we know.
It's more confusing now than it was. It's like I already knew all this, and I'm still confused.
But all right, so he's kind of Mysterio. He's kind of Batman. He definitely was the 16th president of the United States.
Right.
Yeah.
That is Hugh Booth Van Helsing Jackman.
Yeah. Okay. And
Wow.
Speaking of fiction, we got The Incredibles. Some shit happened to them, at least a couple of them.
Yeah.
Who wants to tell me about The Incredibles and where they stand now?
I could with help. I know.
I'm glad you believe in yourself.
Right. I know. Elastigirl Unchanged.
Yes. Still stretchy.
Jack. Now powered down a bit. He if he sees a picture or sees this painting of himself that now exists, he'll revert to the age of when the painting was taken.
So just
what?
So not too much time.
Or no, sorry. I'm wording that poorly. The painting ages, he doesn't.
There
He's
you go.
Right.
forever
There
a
you
baby.
go. There you
Yeah. And he'll catch
Yes.
up if he sees
He got
it.
Dorian grade.
Sure.
So in any damage that he takes, the painting actually takes until he sees it, and then it all happens to him all at once.
Do you think
Right.
you could punch the painting in the face and that baby would just go flying? Does it work the opposite way?
I don't think it's like a voodoo doll.
I don't know. I don't
We don't-
know.
we don't
Anybody
have
read
enough
that short
information.
story? Actually, I did.
Anybody?
It's
Me?
way more boring than even the League of Extraordinary
Oh, absolutely.
Gentlemen. All right, yeah. Who else?
And then I believe that Mr. Incredible is now a vampire.
Yep,
Which-
he's now a vampire.
Van Helsing knows how to hunt, at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
He does that have it. He does have that advantage.
You think? Okay, so is he the same kind of vampire as the vampire lady? Can he explode into bats?
He was technically bitten. If we're gonna get into semantics, he was technically bitten by a different type of vampire. So
when did that happen? Wasn't it? Isn't there only one vampire, the lady vampire?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
and in League
You're
of
confusing it with Van Helsing or 30 Days of Night
Yes.
because we suck.
We've
Yeah,
done
you're
a
right,
lot.
Joey.
We've done a lot, but yeah,
We just decided to get it all out of the way now, so Joey doesn't have to think about it anymore. But you're right.
Mina Harker, she had like some abilities. She could explode into bats.
Yes, you're
And
right.
We argued about this last time. She was able to like fly with the bats.
Yes. So now Mr. Incredible can shoot bats from his arms like
web-
Spider-Man.
I love how you're doing web shooter fingers right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Else
watched.
you shoot things from your hands.
Right. You know. Yeah. I
Right.
just watched Spider-Man 3. It's still not very good, guys.
I have this great vision in my head of like he does the Spider-Man web slinging motion and then just like bats, but he's super strong or something, so they're like dead. Just like dead bats, so they're just like flying out of his skin folds and just like hitting you in the face.
I don't
Hey.
like your vision of this at
It-
all.
It's really just inconvenient.
If I had to choose between that and no powers, I'm definitely going to be able to choose shooting dead bats out of my wrists like Spider-Man.
You're laying in bed with your wife, and she's like, "Oh, we forgot to turn the lights out." And you're like, "Hold on, I got it."
Just bats hitting the wall.
Yeah. Oh, I hope it doesn't make that sound. But if it does, I'll still be okay with it.
Right.
Because I can do more than anyone else can.
And she's like, your wife's just counting them. 1, 2. You're like, "No, I'll get it in the morning." Yeah.
There's dead bats all over my house because I'm too lazy to do anything now. Just like, yeah, I'll close the fridge. Brrr. Or, sorry. I can't do that sound you did, Colin.
Thwip, thwip.
Yeah. It's kind of like they come out maybe alive, but they're disoriented. As soon as they hit something, they're like a bird. And they just like die.
Break their neck. Yeah.
Gross.
So there's a lull. Violet unchanged that I can remember.
She can
Yes.
turn invisible and make force fields.
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Sorry.
And she doesn't have to rub cream on her face.
No,
No,
definitely
no.
not. She is definitely not the unseen man, the unseen
Oh, yeah.
dude for copyright reasons.
Yeah.
She's definitely not the unseen man in disguise.
Yeah.
No.
And then we have Dashel Dash Par, who I believe is also unchanged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes fast.
He goes
can
fast.
run on water just like Jesus.
Yep. Little Jesus boy.
Exactly like
So, let's get into it. I mean, first of all, Van Helsing is fucked.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know. He's got a lot. He can shoot so much out of that crossbow.
He can shoot a lot out of the crossbow.
He can shoot more than like any modern machine gun can hold in a clip. He can shoot like 500 crossbow bolts before he has to reload. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah. I think his first target is Mr. Incredible, right? Like that guy's clearly a fucking vampire.
Yeah, but I'd say he's a little depowered because, they're at a Black Eyed Peas concert. I don't think it's nighttime yet because it's forever just, burning hot Hawaii. Is it
Yeah.
Hawaii?
Yeah.
That's where we're at?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
just like in Alaska, there's, it's always day in Hawaii.
Yeah, you're in a forever Black Eyed Peas hellscape that's always sunny. So I think, it's not like the nights that just poofed into dust because they were brought in on a shipping container. I think Mr. Incredible has adapted to his lifestyle. So he's got a really high collar. Maybe he has just like a
It's like a
some
Dr. Strange
pantyhose-
collar,
some
like-
pantyhose
Yes.
over his face
If
or
you-
something.
If he has a Doctor Strange cape, but he also has like a robber mask on.
Right.
Yeah.
If you remember League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Mina Harker could walk outside. She just had to have like a little hat with a veil.
Oh yeah,
on.
she
Yeah,
like
she
has
was
And
like
a
an
fucking
umbrella.
day
like a
walker.
parasol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I think still he's got to be on the lookout, for the sun.
He also looks very, very sketchy.
Right.
And he has a parasol, too.
He's also very sweaty. Because he's in like all black, a black trench coat, like black gloves.
Yeah, not one bit of skin is
Right.
exposed.
Maybe he's got like white cream all over his face.
He can. We don't need to go there again.
I don't know. I was just thinking, like, we got to make sure no skin shows.
Right.
And in the heat of battle, like, what's the best way to do that? Cover
Skin
yourself
cream?
in cream,
Is
or maybe rubber lips. I'm just saying.
Well, look, I mean, we also have this to worry about. He's bulletproof, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of their suits are bulletproof.
Whoa, what if he's...
Yeah, like an arrow's not going to pierce it. What do you do to a vampire that their skin can't be pierced?
I think like they're watching the Black Eyed Peas, the Parr family, taking a really cheap family vacation.
What if he's wrapped up in
Obviously.
aluminum foil?
Okay.
You know, like just like he needs like a reflective surface. So he just looks like a shitty off-brand like Tin Man.
In the middle of this concert, there's just like this beam of light it's reflecting in all directions off of this huge man.
Right, he looks like a 1950s robot. You know?
So when we do this, I like to create cool visuals, and right now I hate every visual that Colin has created.
What? Hey, you just
They're
look like
all
he
just
walked
awful.
off the set of Metropolis, dude.
Yeah. It's like a cardboard box with aluminum foil over it.
Right.
It's that
Cool,
kind, and he has
That's Mr.
Like-
Incredible now.
like this like garden tubes for arms. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So it's incredible.
But no,
And
yeah,
the
I think
Metropolis
they're
robot
watching-
standing in the middle of
They're
this.
watching like maybe Mr. Incredible in whatever we just described. He has like Jack up on his shoulders because Jack wants to obviously watch the Black Eyed Peas. And I think Van Helsing walks by and just like hands him a cross. He's just like, "Hey man, can you hold this for me?"
Whoa!
Because I remember that from the episode, but I don't remember that from Van Helsing where he hands people crosses.
And then they explode.
I mean, you guys watched LXG. How does she deal with crosses?
I don't remember crosses.
I don't remember. That was.
I don't think it was mentioned.
Yeah, I don't
know
know.
that in
Vampires crosses. That's all I'm going with because vampires are so fucking stupid.
That's fair.
Huh.
Man. So dad dies in front of family? Is that happening? We doing that?
It's almost like like getting shivved in a crowd.
He has
he
it in
just,
his
like, hands
arm
him across.
and in his hand, and he takes up his robot mask to look at it, and just like it just explodes. And he does.
Yeah, his
does.
face turns to ash inside of the thing.
A couple of
His suit just crumples around.
Oh, I was gonna say his robot suit stays standing up.
Oh, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
He
Like
turns into ash.
it just
inside
drops
of it.
down like half a foot.
Right.
a couple of dead bats just fall on the ground.
Oh yeah, they just flop out.
So that right there, and then he just disappears into the crowd, right? Like
Yeah.
he like puts his big hat down and just like keeps walking.
Oh, perfect.
And there's plenty of other people in trench coats and giant hats.
That baby doesn't notice. Still thinks
Yeah,
it's there.
Jack is still sitting there clapping.
Yeah, I think the Parr family entranced by Black Eyed Peas.
And the Black Eyed Peas are getting blinded by this aluminum robot suit.
But they've seen worse.
Okay, so
guess-
yeah, he's doing like a stealth thing.
He doesn't. Van Helsing doesn't kill regular people in that movie, does he? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
How does he kill?
No, because real people are real. So
Right.
Yes, but I'm saying in the Van Helsing movie, how does he kill Mr. Hyde? Does Mr. Hyde just kind of fall?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's like a Spider-Man 1 situation.
Because I'm trying to think, how he'd off the people. I guess he could just like saw blades, Violet's back of the neck, but it just seems pretty intense for his character.
I mean, they're not real, so he has no qualms.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, I think he comes up and just like hand saws Violet in the back of the neck.
Zzz, and then just keeps walking again.
Yes.
I mean, like, they're going to notice that, right?
Yeah, they're definitely going to notice that.
Well,
Well, she's
yeah,
not
they-
standing in the crowd invisible.
Right.
Oh,
She
wait,
doesn't
wait.
invisa die.
Hold on. Maybe he was about to do it to one of the others, and she was invisible in the crowd, and he just took her head right off. Like, he's
He
just
was
walking
about to-
with it.
He was about to get dash, and he's just like, zzz,
Yeah,
Shit,
just
and then kind of bounces, so they don't notice.
He feels resistance.
it just pushes right through.
And he feels really damp, like from her invisible blood, but he doesn't understand where it's coming from.
Now he's freaked out a little bit, so he kind of
Yeah, he's just like, whoa.
takes a second to gain his composure.
Yes.
Perfect.
Did they notice?
It
They
depends
couldn't.
on whether or not she was invisible.
Right, so they could. They
Like
didn't
she was
notice.
like, I don't want to be seen at this Black Eyed Peas concert.
Whoa.
I'm
What
really
if-
more into Post Malone
Nice.
or whatever the kids are into.
Well, she's into it. She just doesn't want her friends to know.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, maybe somebody was gonna she sees somebody taking a selfie, and she's like, "Oh no, I don't need to be tagged in
She
that."
turns invisible, and then because of that, she gets saw bladed
Yeah.
by Van Helsing.
No one's the wiser.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anybody notices.
Because I don't think that Dash is not sticking around with his family. He's running around trying to find the best angle.
He's playing like Pokemon Go.
Oh
But
yeah,
for real.
It's a real Pokemon.
So now it's just Elastigirl with
Jack
nobody
Jack's
in the
sitting-
robot suit.
Sitting
And
on the
Jack
robot
Jack
suit.
is on top of the robot suit.
I like that we've glorified it to robot suit.
See, you hated a butler, but it
That's
was
just what it is.
perfect.
I mean, I guess at this point,
I think that Elastigirl would get wise to it, right?
yeah, it's just kind of like, all right, where are my kids? Taps the robot on the shoulder. It just falls over.
Jack starts floating.
Yeah, he starts floating. Maybe he multiplies a couple times.
Yeah, so she's
Yeah,
horrified. She turns around and trips over nothing and realizes that it's her
Oh
daughter.
fuck!
Her headless daughter.
Oh fuck!
Well, that's what if she dies, does she turn visible again? Like that's what or does she stay invisible?
I prefer not.
You prefer that she stays invisible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's more fun.
I'm thinking Elastigirl's gonna go into panic mode. She's gonna go
Absolutely.
into quarantine mode. There's a bad guy. We got to solve this. I think she stretches and encases the entire crowd in like a rubber circle.
Can she stretch that far?
But
Yes.
I don't know if that's the right call, because if you did that, you might be
Right.
stretching.
Well, she does that,
and-
and then she calls out for Dash to start running through the crowd.
Looking for villains?
And looking for villains. 'Cause
Okay,
they
so
can't let
she's-
this... It's obvious that this was like a sneak.
Right.
So it's like, we can't let this motherfucker get away. Mm-hmm. And so I think she quarantines everybody.
Okay.
And then Dash is...
Well, Colin, if we do that, then that definitely leaves her open for Van Helsing to just saw blade like one of her
Stab,
areas. Like it's like cutting a rubber band. Like he just saw blades part of
Cuts
her.
the
And she
ribbon.
just-
Okay,
I declare this Black Eyed Peas concert open!
hold on. Let me set the dark scene here. Okay, so she does that thing that you just described. She's encapsulated the whole crowd. She didn't get Van Helsing. He's right outside. Okay, he's maybe
Whoa.
talking to
you sure?
somebody at the
Okay.
booth, one of the booths or something like.
Did you know
Nick
my
Fury or
last
something.
name is Booth?
Right.
Your booth was named after. Okay.
So he's running around checking everybody, and then you just hear, and he cuts his way in, like somewhere fatal, I guess.
Whoa.
Cuts his way in and says, "Looking for me."
Whoa. He cuts out a perfect silhouette of himself.
Right,
Like
and it's
like
and
it's
it's,
a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Like
and it's right through the heart.
Right. Well, it's through the heart, but you just see like a piece of paper fall out, and then it's like in the shape of a heart, and you're like, "Oh shit, that was her stretched out like paper thin heart."
I think the issue now is Van Helsing has announced himself.
right.
Everybody now is gonna be like, is that the 16th president of the United States?
Whoa! And Dash goes to attack him, but this crowd surrounds him, and his speed is nothing because there's so many bodies in the way.
Yeah, he can't like the boys through somebody. I don't think.
I think he could probably run on top of people.
Yeah, he could be really good at crowd surfing, I guess.
I think
Right,
so.
but I think it's going to slow him down. He can't like get there instantaneously. He's like fumbling really quickly over
Yeah.
top of everybody.
Everybody's like, "Oh my god, how are you alive? How like this is so amazing, Hugh Booth." How?
Right, and I think Hugh
This is the
Booth
best concert I've ever been to.
sees over top of these people pressing up on him, sees that kid coming after him, and he just starts unloading with that crossbow and just
hitting
into
people
everybody
without
indiscriminately
yeah.
because he's a terrible shot.
Yeah, and he needs quantity over quality in terms of
Absolutely.
shooting.
Absolutely.
So he's just pegging people. They're going down. The Black Eyed Peas are getting upset because they're like, they're not going to buy our merch now. What the fuck?
Yeah, and I guess at this point, Elastigirl is getting hit with residual crossbows because
Yeah.
I don't think just cutting out some skin will kill her,
Right.
but
Those are
she
hard.
is wounded.
Right.
okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, she's done, dude.
I was trying to take her out.
Okay.
Well, even if she
All right.
wasn't, then she
Right.
just got like a bunch of parts in her got pelted. So if she went back to normal size, she's Yeah, a huge chunk
Right.
taken out of her and many arrows.
Maybe she just has to stay stretched out then.
Whoa.
Maybe she's like the world serpent.
Oh,
you know?
she's like, I gotta find the head. I have to find the head.
She has to find her own head.
I think either way, there's no longer a parent available to rein in that little boy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's going full force. Hugh Booth is just firing everywhere into the crowd. The Black Eyed Peas are upset. They see this. Will.i.am gets on the microphone, says, hashtag not my president.
That's a good joke.
It took me a second to catch
Never
up.
was
Right.
my president.
There you go. Yeah, deep dive into that shitty joke about Hugh Booth.
But I think Jack, he's probably laser eyeing pretty like just all over the place. Like things are burning. Maybe like the stage is on fire.
Well, yeah, Jack was fine until the music stopped, and then he was like,
Whoa,
Yeah.
"What?
Yeah, you can attest to that.
Yes,
Little baby bum.
Right.
You
oh
take
yeah.
it away and
if
it's
I
gone.
take it away, yeah, she's upset and starts laser.
What if he
eyeing
turns
everywhere.
into the giant Jack and then it turns into like a Godzilla movie? He's like stumbling towards the stage.
to get them to play some
yeah.
more.
We're really low key. He only grows to about maybe 20 feet. Really
You
low
see a
stakes
20-foot
Godzilla.
baby like tumbling towards your stage.
Yeah, but it's what I'm saying is it's not Godzilla level
Right. Yeah.
event.
But then
yeah.
when he yells out like it's like
Was that Godzilla?
yeah. Yeah.
Well, I
It was
think
close.
that Jack totally has a volcano mouth, right?
oh yeah, he atomic breaths the fuck out of that stage.
I like how we're adding powers to the super like god tier baby.
What that was in all that stuff is like in the movies. He turns into a giant. He can laser eye.
He
can
doesn't have
breathe
atomic
fire.
breath.
Right,
He can
but you
breathe
added
fire,
atomic
though,
breath and more.
and morph into a
height.
demon and morph into Iron Man.
He's doing all that
Turn
right
into
now.
a vampire.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Now we have to decide: is Dash gonna be able to take Van Helsing out with his super speed?
I don't know, because we talked about, like, yeah, he's super quick and can move faster than the human eye can see, but he's also a tiny baby boy. Like, he's
Right,
just a little
like
kid.
Yeah,
he's
his
not good at
punches
decision making.
Don't do much either.
Yeah.
Right. And there are a lot of corpses on the ground. So I'm.
Oh, you think he's getting freaked out?
No, I'm just thinking it's like a minefield running
Oh, okay.
around out
yes.
Yeah.
That is true. That is a disadvantage for sure.
I think he kind of recognized the situation, and then he runs and he gets on top of Jack and he starts playing a flute while standing on his head.
Okay, Dragon Zord it.
All right, yeah, and then Jack, while he's big, also turns metal because he can do that. So he's Mecha Godzilla Dragon Zord,
Whoa.
and his soul is still trapped in a painting. I don't know how we're gonna deal with that.
Well, okay. How did Van Helsing deal with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? It's time for that net to drop down on him.
Yeah.
So, what happens when a giant 20-foot metal baby gets a net dropped on him?
Nothing. Whole lot of nothing.
Cubu's like, oh, shit, that didn't work. I bet he goes for the psychological game, right? He's like, your
He's got
parents
to
are
at
dead.
this point.
Your sister's dead. The Parr family tree, I've eviscerated
Whoa.
it. You're all that's left.
This is real
What
life.
are you going to do, kid? You know, I think that Dash can run up on him and start punching him, but, like, what's that really going to do to Van Helsing?
Yeah, he's just gonna hand him a cross or something.
He does hand him a cross. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, okay, you're not one of them. That's fine. I like that he like hands him out like business cards just to like check and see who's a vampire. Okay, guys, here's what's going down because Dash is running all over the place, and I mean he's firing tons of arrows, but it's not really doing anything. I think that that Van Helsing's gonna like step up on maybe a couple dead bodies. I don't know, something to get him up in the air, and then he's going to tell the crowd that this kid is a wanted criminal for trying to assassinate the president.
Whoa.
And
that
just
he-
turn the whole crowd against him.
That he
He's gonna
hates
say-
America.
That he hates America,
This
yes.
kid is using his super speed to try to convince Jodie Foster that he's amazing.
Yeah.
And we need to get rid of him. And
Yeah,
then a
so
that was a Reagan thing. Whatever.
I think
Cut
that Okay, so I think that the crowd turns, right? And he's trying to run through him, but he's going to get grabbed by somebody. This Black Eyed Peas concert is huge.
Yeah.
There's so many people.
Right.
And obviously so many people that love America and will do anything the president says. Mm-hmm. So,
Current
especially, one of the most famous presidents.
Right. The 16th president.
16th.
Who's somehow still alive.
Yeah. Well, they're not questioning it. They're just like, yeah, here he is. I see him. I've touched him. He signed one of his arrows for me.
Nice.
So
he handed me a cross for some reason, and then he said "good" under his breath a bunch of times.
So yeah, I think that the crowd eventually gets him. Like they just like dogpile him.
Whoa, yeah.
And he's not strong. Like if they get him, dogpile him, they're just like, Mr. President, we have him right here.
Right. No, you're right.
Don't
They,
worry
like-
about that giant baby in the background.
Do they like tie him to a chair? It's just like one-on-one.
Well, I'm thinking a confetti cannon goes off and the baby gets distracted.
yeah, it's
Starts
still a
heading
baby.
over for that.
Right.
Yeah. He sees a pizza stand.
Nice.
Tie him to a lawn chair. And obviously, since the president can do whatever he wants, I
Yeah.
think they're like, here's the criminal, Mr. President. We love you. We love America.
Right. And then he says, "Execute Executive Order 66."
And then the whole crowd puts on their stormtrooper helmets. No.
I was just trying to one step ahead of you, dude. Like
All of a
I thought
sudden-
that's where you were going. I was pretty sure.
They hand him a lightsaber and then they kill him.
Yeah. No.
No.
Okay, where were you going with this?
Uh,
That's not like an. I'm just.
I think he's
passing-
tied.
I was
He's tied to the
passing
chair.
The proverbial beach ball back to you.
right.
He's tied to the chair.
And, okay, so Van Helsing is from olden times, right?
Right.
So I think he's going to do this old-fashioned style. A good old-fashioned stoning.
Okay,
the
executing Order 66. And
Everybody
stoning a
picks up a
child
rock.
to death at a Black Eyed Peas concert.
I mean, yeah, we're doing the lottery right now. Everyone read that shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
Van Helsing gets up. He's like, "You all want your crops to come up good this year, don't you?" Everyone's kind of confused, but whatever.
But they're hungry.
Right, but they're taking selfies and they're like, "This is an event. We're doing it."
the president's here. I'm tweeting this.
Did you know that I'm vaguely maybe an angel?
16
Nice.
Prez wants me to stone Super Child. Lol. Hate it.
And so they all pick up Geodudes and they start throwing them at the They give them a real rock slide, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, so
Magnitude 8? That'll fuck you up, man.
Yeah.
Pokemon
Absolutely.
reference.
So yeah, yeah.
It's super effective.
It's super effective.
Against this
Dash
child.
is gone. So Jack's all alone in the world. He got himself a slice of pizza, so he's back down to regular baby size. Guess what?
What?
Hugh Booth is going to adopt Jack.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah?
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, because he hasn't seen his father in months. He's been in a robot suit. He doesn't know who his father is.
Okay.
He's a baby.
See, I was gonna go another route. Will you entertain
Pitch it to me, yeah.
It's quick. I just figured it by this point. CPS has been called. They're there.
Oh.
They're grabbing this baby.
Nice. There's like a lady in a business suit with shoulder pads, and she's just like, "This is unacceptable."
Right. I mean, and the president isn't above CPS. Like they'll take
Yes,
a baby
he
from the
is.
president. They'll take a baby from the president.
Right.
Will they?
So I think he gets put in the system.
The president, Hugh Jackman, hands off the baby, and he's like, "I rescued this baby from a group of monsters," and the whole crowd applauds.
Yep.
Okay.
That's good PR.
Twisted
That's good
it
PR.
on him.
And with all the crazy shit that goes on in our world today, with all the social media, the stoning of a child trends for like 30 minutes.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then the world's moved on to whatever else is going on.
But when you also take a picture of a baby in a Kangaskhan pouch,
Oh, nice.
that's getting trending. That's going
Absolutely.
trending.
Yeah. So
it's just
someone
like,
already, someone
oh
already
no,
did
a
that.
child died by stoning, but look at this cute baby in a Kangaskhan pouch.
Yeah.
Boom.
There's news that I want to see and news that I'm sad to see.
It's
You
not
know what
that
I'm
a
saying?
child died. It says like child assassin thwarted.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
We get the spin team on that one.
Yeah, also
real
the
quick.
fact that the 16th president of the United States is still alive somehow.
and
That's
claims
gone-
to be an angel.
Right.
Yeah, that's gone too.
Hugh Booth is like, fire up the printing press. We got to spin this story.
Yeah, they've moved on to the feral hogs thing,
Set up
which will be
Gutenberg's
old by
press.
the time this comes out. But
Right.
feral hogs was just trending. So
Oh, they just feed his body to the feral hogs.
there you go.
Just throw him out in someone's like
That's not where I
flower
was
bed,
going
and
with
the
it,
hog-
but fine.
I'm just saying they pull a real Hannibal. on
Okay,
him.
so CPS takes him away, but you can see in the back of the car that he like lights himself on fire as the car is driving away.
nice.
Well, we're not worried about that because the Incredibles are donezo.
Did it.
Yep.
And since that, since he
Everyone's happy
can't
about it.
age, he's going
Groups
to be
are
in an
fun.
orphanage forever.
Groups are
Yep.
real fun.
Well, that's the last group we have for today. Let's move on to our next fight. We have Chance the Rapper, a.k.a. 50 Cent,
This is 50 Cent.
going up against Pikachu, a.k.a. Deadpool, a.k.a. Ryan Reynolds, a.k.a. Green Lantern.
Right. 50 Cent is known as Chance the Rapper because he defeated my man Harvey Dent, Two-Face.
He couldn't be trusted.
He couldn't be trusted
So
and
could
can
not
no
be
longer be
trusted.
trusted.
so we
fif-
had to put him down.
Right. 50 Cent kind of took over the role. He became a Batman villain, got locked up in Arkham for a time, and he also started flipping a coin. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm
One of
thinking
those John F. Kennedy
yeah,
flip. Yeah.
Kennedy 50 cent coins.
It's
Yeah.
about what's fair.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he's taking a chance now as a rapper.
Whoa. Okay, and yeah, Pikachu merged with Deadpool in a Pokemon Center and became Detective Pikachu.
Right.
Yeah, what's perfect about that is that we recorded that before Detective Pikachu came out.
Yep.
And we did that like little mind swap thing with Deadpool. And Butler literally said like, now when we go see this movie, we can see it through the lens of this tournament. And then I'm the only one here that went and saw Detective Pikachu. And I'm sitting there, and about 20 minutes into the movie, I remember Butler saying that. And I was like, oh my God, it's his dad. Like Ryan Reynolds is his dad.
Whoa.
And he's somehow in this Pikachu.
Is that what happened?
And that's what fucking happened, dude. We nailed it. We fucking nailed it.
Whoa.
The only reason that dumb fucking Jurassic World kid can hear Pikachu is because the mind of his father, played by Ryan Reynolds, is in the Pikachu.
Damn.
Is that really how it happened?
Yes.
We're
You
so
can't
good.
believe-
Yes.
You're fucking with me.
I'm not
That's
fucking with
so
you.
stupid. Why would they
They
do
double
that?
fake it where he gets hit with some sort of gas that's like the crux of the movie of just like it makes Pokemon go crazy. And then the kid is hit with the gas and then he encounters the Pikachu and he's talking to him. So it's like, oh my God, I'm crazy. But really what happened is his dad helped Mewtwo escape.
Whoa.
Then got like basically like assassinated on the way out, but Mewtwo like put his mind into his Pikachu partner.
Whoa. Whoa.
And that
Okay, this is perfect because I don't know anything about this movie. I don't know that I'll ever see it, but it sounds like so much horse shit. And
yeah,
you're telling
no.
me, and I think it sounds like a joke, but I guess that's what happened.
The visuals and like world that they built in Detective Pikachu was real good. The plot was Disney Channel original movie, like through and through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost like a Luck of the Irish type shit
Yeah,
right there.
exactly.
Just like you guys love Pokemon, cool. You also love magic and the Wishmaster. Stupid
let's
fucks.
sprinkle a Hallmark Channel movie on
Yeah.
top of this.
Right. Jeez.
Well, yeah,
that's
so we nailed
wild.
it.
That's wild.
We fucking did
We
it.
committed a pre-crime, Minority Report style. They're coming after us.
All right, so we got Chance the Rapper and Detective Deadpool Chew.
Yeah. So obviously the reason that 50 Cent is here is to steal all of Will.i.am's good beats, right? He's in the crowd.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he's just sampling.
He's like, this is about to be a massacre.
Recording.
Either that or he bought a bunch of tickets to try and make them upset like he did with Ja Rule.
Whoa.
Because they're only $30.
He's got at least
What if he's like
triple that?
back in the back behind the booths and he's throwing the water away and he's like trying to turn it into the next fire festival?
Oh, he's
like
actively...
trying. Right, he's like trying to sabotage this whole thing.
He's just replacing it with Formula 50.
right.
Yeah.
So after
What if he's actually doing a remix on like one song for them? So he's like hired to be there.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but
not
he's
as
still,
sinister. I don't
but
like
he's
that
still
as much.
scheming. He
I don't
took
know
that
why you wanted him
opportunity.
to be.
No, he took that opportunity to get that money.
Yes.
But he's scheming.
Right, but he's got to flip the coin. He's like, one side, I do this song with them. The other side, I destroy their careers and maybe their families. I don't know.
Maybe kill him. I don't know. I mean, who knows? Because we learned that Formula 50 is poison
Yes.
to everybody but 50 Cent.
Right.
Yeah, it can melt people's faces. Also, tastes bad.
But it'll hydrate you no matter what.
So it was called Formula 50, and then it became vitamin water?
Formula 50 was a
Was a vitamin water flavor.
yes.
Oh.
He
Like
created,
it was just
like
one
when
flavor.
basketball players have shoes.
Right.
No,
yeah.
like a Gatorade flavor.
I didn't realize
A
it was one
sponsored
flavor.
like Gatorade flavor, basically.
Gotcha. Going back and listening to that episode, it sounded like he created the
No, he
drink.
he
and
had
then
minority stake in vitamin water.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and obviously Detective Pikachu is there because he's just hanging out with all the Pokemon.
He's trying to find Deadpool.
Oh, for a second I forgot that this is where that fight happened.
Right.
This
It's
is-
immediately after.
He's just still there.
Yeah,
he's trying to
still
find
there.
a feral Deadpool.
Right.
Yeah.
Deadpool has Captain Ginyu into the crowd, sick reference, and he's hopping around on all fours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's mostly just hanging out in like tall grass.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's hard to spot.
But 50 Cent's like, oh, if there's a Pikachu here, he can power the whole concert after I power it down. I'm going to shut this whole thing down.
Whoa.
I got to get rid of him.
I buy that.
I did it!
Good job, Nick.
If 50 Cent is aware of Pokemon and knows their powers. You know he does.
So do you think he knows what bush Pikachu is in, or do you think he's just gonna go roaming through? Like
Yeah, he's got to walk around.
the tall grass.
Yeah.
You know, running into like a. I can't think of any Pokemon names right now.
Pidgey.
Running into a Pidgey, and then
Rattata.
another Pidgey, and then another
He runs into a
Pidgey.
big old pile of Geodudes.
There's a child
The
underneath
stoning.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, and every Pokemon that wants to attack him, he just like splashes some Formula 50 in their face and they like fly away.
Whoa. It's like his repel.
Yeah.
You're right. It's more like
I could
super
see.
repel.
I could see 'cause since he's a Batman villain, he has like a Bangalier.
A bandolier?
Bandolier. Bangalore. Apex Legends.
Yeah,
nice.
I couldn't not. Yeah, like a bandolier of Formula 50, like pumpkin bombs. And yeah, so instead of it, where the battle music, he encounters a Pokemon and the battle music plays and both slide into place, and then he just smashes them.
And it says
I like that they're like stink bombs, but they have Formula 50 inside of them.
50 Cent. It's a 50 Cent uses Formula 50. 50 Cent uses back to formula. It's super effective.
So did this fight shift into like a 2D fight for this?
Well, every
tournament
time
fight?
it does, he just repels them away.
Right.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, he uses back to formula and throws a vial of Formula
Throws a
50 at an
small-
animal.
I get it.
Formula 50. Yeah, and they run away.
But once he gets to the Pikachu, then we go to a 2D fight.
If you want.
I really want to.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think it's fun.
Well, then you, Butler, have to come up with all the moves that fucking 50 Cent has.
Yeah. Is he
If you want this
shiny?
so bad.
Does he have 4 moves? What's his PP like?
Yeah.
But Joey's the Pokemon
You
expert
asked for this.
and the 50 expert.
Can't just rely on Joe your whole life.
Right.
Butler,
Always
compliment
have.
me some more.
What else
Joey,
is Joey
you're
good at?
beautiful.
Whoa.
You're the best at drinking Coors.
Oh, no. That's a backhanded compliment.
I mean,
What?
I called
I'm
him
gonna drown
beautiful.
myself in some
I mean,
Coors.
Coors is an amazing brew that
But
is
that's not-
refreshing.
The rest of those things Joey could put on a dating profile. He cannot put good drinking Coors Light on a dating
he-
profile.
he
Depends.
if he
what
wants to
kind of
attract
girl
a
you're
certain person, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I love how it's
On my
Coors
Tinder.
Light as well. It's not beer.
On my Tinder, it's three things. It's a 50 and auto, Pokemon Master, good at drinking Coors.
Coors Light.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is
There's
it's not
no
like
specific.
it's not like I enjoy artisan beer. It's like I like drinking Coors Light, and I like to do it a lot.
Good at it. It's not that he enjoys it.
If you want to take a
Joey
drink,
is the best at drinking Coors Light.
Being a Coors
He's
Light.
He's the Joey Chestnut of ingesting Coors Light.
if you
Well,
want
they
to
made
take
the can so you can drink it faster. So. Ladies, if you're out there and you're interested, just hit Joey up.
We'll drink some Coors.
He'll take you on a date to drink some Coors. Make sure to bring your 3DS.
and your favorite 50 Cent album.
We're going to sit in Joey's element and drink.
Which one, dog? I got two.
Yes, two elements.
You have 2 discontinued vehicles.
Do you like silver or burnt orange? You can choose. Then you can listen to the massacre and drink Coors Light while you play Pokemon Go on your phone.
Your elements, you got the Game Boy and you got the Game Boy Color version.
I want to go on this date.
All right, you guys can go on the date after we figure out what the fuck's happening in this fight. I don't even know where we were now.
We're in the grass, the tall grass.
Right.
Okay.
50 Cent's walking around, Detective Pikachu's walking around. I think they stumble into each other.
They have to for this to happen, so let's just say that they do.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun,
I think one of 50 Cent's moves is he is now fully gave himself metal teeth,
Oh, okay.
so he can't get shot in the mouth anymore and have to have braces. So he's
Yeah.
got that strong bite.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that he can turn bulletproof, right? Like that's like
Yeah.
like a shield sort of thing.
Right, and what it is just the act of him putting on more bulletproof vests.
Yes,
He just
Just
straps it to his
layering.
legs.
bulletproof hats, bulletproof pants.
Every time he uses the ability, it's just another layer.
It's like a trench coat sewn of bulletproof vest.
So he can't move. He's got bulletproof gloves on, but they're just Kevlar shaped like a glove.
Yeah.
like oven mitts.
But I'm thinking he's doing that, and that's just making him stronger against rock type and steel type
Right, doesn't do
Pokemon.
shit for electricity.
Nothing against electricity.
Yeah.
It's probably just conducting it better.
I don't know what happens when
I don't
you
know science.
shock a bulletproof vest.
Well, here's what he does. Pikachu's on the ground, surrounded by all this Formula 50, standing in the Formula 50.
Okay.
Oh,
So when he goes to do a shock attack, he's going to hurt himself.
Oh man, all that Val Kilmer just conducting around
Yeah,
him.
yep.
Yeah.
Whoa. Is 50 Cent also standing in this Formula 50? Because then if Formula 50 kind of juices him up, and then the Formula 50 is getting juiced.
Are you saying that his power level is about to go to 140%? How about that?
Right.
I am Iron Man? Is that what you're saying
About to go to
me?
$1.50. $2.50.
I mean, it's gonna happen. It's happening right now.
Right.
How come no one ever made a meme of Young Buck and 50 Cent standing next to each other and called it $1.50?
TM. That's our meme.
It's our meme.
That's our meme.
Let's head on back to
Could
2003.
anyone point out Young Buck in a picture right now? Though?
I'll just do a one-handed Photoshop of that.
Okay.
Post it
Nice.
on Instagram.
Good.
Okay, so if he shocks him, he gets powered up, and then Pikachu hurts himself, and then he makes some shitty Deadpool quip. I really thought you'd come in with a shitty Deadpool quip, Colin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really failing us right now.
You were just obsessed with weed in that
weed?
episode. God damn.
No. Oh, yeah. Pikachu's like, oh, shit, that hurts. I could really use some weed. And 50 Cent's like, hold up.
I got you, fam.
Opens up his bulletproof vest.
Exposes
there.
himself.
Oh, he has
Yeah.
to expose himself.
To sell the weed.
Because he's got to reach down into his wet sock.
Formula 50 infused sock.
Right. And pull out that sticky icky. You guys want to smoke weed?
No,
I
we're
think
not-
he's doing weed.
We're not
Something about
doing
weed?
any weed stuff.
He was a fucking coke dealer. He didn't deal with that bullshit ass, pussy ass weed. He was in that hard shit. He was in the crack game.
Dang.
Yeah, so
Oh,
take
you're right.
that,
Get out of
You're
here,
right.
Colin.
I'm
Get the
sorry.
fuck out of
stick
here.
it in your weed pipe, and smoke
I'm
it, Colin.
We're smoking crack over here.
Get on our level.
Okay. Okay.
So, 50 Cent, he's all Kevlar'd up. But fuck, it is so hot. also, just like in Get Rich or Die Trying, he wears that Kevlar for 35 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, I did it.
And he says, this is for the trailer. And everybody's like, what is he talking about? And then he strips off his Kevlar.
Yes. So he just takes it all off. Well, he flips a coin and says, okay, I'm going to take it off. We got to... That's how he makes his decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget the point.
I just wanted to throw that back in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at this point, we got to remember, Detective Pikachu, he's the law, right?
Yeah.
He's
I guess. Sure.
He's a detective.
He's a law... Loosely affiliated with law enforcement.
he's Deadpool.
That's also
That's
true.
detecting where his body is. Not exactly law enforcement.
But now this
Let's
guy
just
is,
see where this goes.
now he's stepped up, though. 50 Cent has stepped up at him. He's tried to shock him. He's hurt himself. So he gets on that pile of Geodudes, and he's like, hey, everybody, I'm a police officer, Pikachu. I'm a detective Pikachu. Boo. This man is a criminal. He escaped from Arkham Asylum. It's time for a citizen's arrest. Then the crowd jumps on him.
Yeah.
On Pikachu? Because
No.
he's the popo and they're trying to smoke weed at this concert?
No, he's like, you guys can smoke this weed and do your
Whoa.
thing. I'm a huge fan of Black Eyed Peas.
I think the problem is, though, they dogpile on him, and then you just see the pile just kind of start to wiggle and melt. They jumped on all those vials of Formula 50.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
Oh, they exploded all the Formula 50 stink bombs?
Yeah, it's just they're on. So 50 Cent is now drenched in Formula 50.
And
Yeah.
bodies.
Whoa.
Val
And
Kilmer
bodies.
bits, and also lots of Black Eyed Peas fan bits.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I guess he
visuals.
just kind of rises out of it,
Out of the goop.
out of the goop, more powerful than ever.
And then
Right.
Pikachu says, like, holy fuck sticks.
I think
'Cause
he's
Deadpool.
gonna get bigger than ever, and he's gonna get chubbier than ever.
Yeah.
because those bits of Val Kilmer are like activating.
Yeah.
and he's gonna start to look chubby and kind of old and washed up.
So here's something that could be going through Pikachu's mind at this point. Maybe I'll just take that body. Like, it's really strong. Do you think that's a possibility? Like, I don't need my old body. I'll just take this super strong
Oh, like, I'm
body
tired of being
here.
in this little rat
This
monster?
buff bod.
Yeah, because remember,
Right.
it is Deadpool, so he's like, I don't want to be in this little rat monster.
Right.
That guy has
Right.
some sort of
I'm not
power.
even sure how this dick works. Like we got to get something else.
How am I supposed to eat
I have one.
chimichangas? My hands are tiny.
Pikachu, Thunderbolt. What we fucking forgot is 50 Cent is always iced out. All those fucking chains around his neck just conducts that shit. His head fires off like a rocket. The crowd loves it. Formula 50 starts spraying into the air out of his neck. wound.
Everyone's melting.
Right.
It's melting. Oh my gosh, the crowd is just getting thinned out at this Black Eyed Peas concert. They're barely going to sell any merch.
Right.
But you know what? Since we've been real bad at this, I accept that, Colin. He's like, I'm done with this. What does Pikachu do when he gets down? He fucking gets more powerful than ever and just like explodes this. He's like, I've had enough. Deadpool's learning how this little body works.
I think he's got so much chains around his neck it like turns into some kind of like small hadron collider as the electricity just shoots around it.
Yeah, he almost gets like too powerful because that combined with all the Formula 50 would just, yeah, it would explode anybody.
Yeah.
And then on the ground, it lands with his coin lands with the dead side up.
Whoa.
Damn.
And you think
poetry.
with all these people being killed that like it would be the crowd would be thinning out or something in the
Yeah,
I
they'd
think
go
it's getting
home.
out on social media that this party's fucking
Buck wild.
nuts. And people are coming in droves.
On boats.
Yeah, they're all
Right.
surfing up.
Why?
Like, whoa, there are Pokemon here?
Well, yeah, just like the Fire Festival that 50 Cent was trying to make happen, all these millennials are just like getting on their private jets and stuff and flying on over.
Yeah.
They got money to burn, baby. So they want to be part of the experience, Butler. That's what 2019's all about.
Okay.
Right.
Is being there for the huge cultural moment.
Right. Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Okay. You see a
real
man's
FOMO.
head explode. You see live Pokemon, and you're like, "Fuck! I got to get there now."
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that there's all these dead civilians.
Yeah. People are like, I gotta see what the 16th president's up to.
Doesn't matter that you have to listen to the Black Eyed Peas for 3 days straight. Like,
Yeah.
you want to be a part.
It's
of
not
it.
even about the music. It's about the movement. It's about
feel
the
it-
cultural moment.
I feel like with all the bodies around, like maybe like the janitorial staff is realizing that
You mean
Formula
Apple
50
the app?
Apple. Yeah.
is realizing that Formula 50 is a good way to get rid of these bodies, and
Oh,
is
so
just
he's-
using
Whoa!
it
He just fills
like
up a
Breaking
dirty
Bad.
bathtub with
Just sloshing it out of the way.
Yeah. Okay. I'm great with that.
I'm
Guys,
thinking a Coca-Cola exec comes up and says, "Here's a bunch of money, everybody. Like, look the other way." And everybody's just like, "Yeah."
but
party."
also tweet about it. I'm going to get all of the social media influencers are here to tweet about Formula 50.
Right. Fire Festival failed because it was just bullshit Ja Rule. If they had like Coca-Cola backing it, they weren't going to let that go down.
Absolutely.
They were totally going to just like take like flattering pictures and blow it up.
And make everyone sign NDAs.
Right.
and send them on their way.
Yeah, so there's like an intermission and then everyone just signing NDAs in a big line.
All of them got a Coca-Cola for life credit card. It's like a metal black card.
Right. A bunch of guys in suits like let out a polar bear, and that's how Lost got started because now there's a polar bear running around Hawaii.
Oh, I like this, that they're like, they just like, you know, bring like Henry Winkler there, and like they're just like doing a bunch of stuff to make it all seem unbelievable.
Right.
So people are like, yeah, man, Formula 50 is actually poison, and it exploded this person and melted all these bodies, and a polar bear was there. Henry Winkler was
Rode
running
it.
around. He rode the polar bear dressed as the Fonz. It was nuts, and people are like, what? That didn't happen. So yeah, that's how they solved that.
Perfect.
All right, we're going to solve this final fight that's going to include our last Final Four opponent when we return from this break. Guys, I'm tense. I just don't know what's going to happen. We only have one more spot in the Final Four.
Yeah.
And it's come down to the unlikeliest.
Right. That's not bullshit, audience. We really have no idea. Even in this moment, there's 4 tourney boys staring at each other,
Who's going to make the move?
half asleep. We're trying to push through, and we're just like, who's going to throw out that someone dies? Because that's all it is. We're just
We're just playing
spitballing here.
like chicken with each other until one of us just rams into the other ones
Right.
with a super hilarious idea.
Right. I know Joey loves 50 Cent, so earlier I was like, oh, and 50 Cent, I was thinking maybe his dick explodes or something, but how's Joey going to feel about it? You know, it's
Not
like this
good.
tense game.
Yeah, that we play with each other.
Right. And then eventually somebody just has to be like, well, and then, you know, they die.
Right.
And you just wait. See
Who's
if
it
shots
gonna
get
be?
returned. There's return fire.
Text your choice to 500550 and just see what happens.
Right.
Just
Say
You will be charged on your data plan. All right, guys. The 16th president of the United States and whatever number Pikachu is in Pokemon. Joey?
25?
Yeah, I think so.
It's either 25 or 26.
Yeah. The 25th Pokemon.
Is it different on the National Pokédex?
No,
Or
idiot.
whatever they're talking about, people are upset about right now.
People are upset about everything.
I don't know.
They're not
I'm
putting all the
drunk.
Pokemon in Sword and Shield, and I almost guarantee it is that they don't have time to make all those models.
Right.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. They're up to like 1,000. Anyway, I just love Pokemon. Just talk
Yeah.
about
Me
that.
too.
Sounds
Big
like
fan.
it. Yep.
Audience, you know about Pokemon enough to do deep dives, right?
Yeah.
Let's just off the cuff. Here we go.
Okay, so these two are about to have to square off. But guys, Van Helsing's like out of everything, right? Like he's out of arrows.
Right. He's out of crosses. He's been passing them out
He's
like candy.
messed them up. He's caught a few random vampires in the crowd that we
Right.
didn't know about.
and just fisticuffed them to death.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're softened up by the cross, and he just beats them into a pulp.
Yeah.
and takes off their robot helmet and exposes them to the sun. It was the 4 dudes dressed as robots.
Spot 'em every
Those are
time.
always the secret vampires, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's not the
I can't
guy
believe
dressed
they
up with
changed
eyeliner.
Blade to make him just like a dude. He used to in the comics. He was he had a robot costume.
Right.
It was very poorly made.
So you think now he's just like signing autographs and giving speeches?
Yeah,
real
and then
presidential.
Pikachu steps up and since he's Deadpool, he's like, "Hey, Pika, motherfucker, let's do this."
Whoa.
But this is where we have a rift, right? Like, we have all the people love the 16th president, Hugh Booth. But all the Pokemon love Pikachu. He's like the best one.
Right. He's the mascot. He's the face of Pokemon.
Number 20.
You know,
he's beloved.
he might not be a Pokemon politician per se.
But he's a man of the Pokemon.
Right.
He's a Pokemon of the Pokemon.
He's a Pokemon of the Pokemon.
He's a pocket of the monsters, you know?
Yeah. He's in the pocket of pocket monsters.
Big Pokemon.
Big playing card. He's in the pocket of big cardboard.
They own him. So I think that they're both rallying people to their sides, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And he might not even be paying attention because he's signing all these autographs and stuff. He doesn't realize there's
Kissing
like a
babies.
rising...
He's shaking kissing babies.
Right.
I was thinking shaking hands.
Yeah,
and
you
then
just mixed up your sentences to make a horrible sentence.
Jack got him all worked up about babies, so he just like shakes him a little bit to just check and see if they morph into something.
Yikes.
fair.
It's a big oof from me, dog. So Van Helsing knows he's out of shit. So I think he's going to try to rile the people.
Yeah,
and
right.
and then Pikachu's going to do the same.
And he doesn't even realize he's doing it because all he hears is Pika Pika. So he doesn't even see that like this force is being rallied against him.
Yeah, until
There's a huge wave of Pokemon.
Well, no,
Well,
I think there's like an intermission, at the Black Eyed Peas concert.
Will I Am's like, I have to take a break.
It's been
Apple
3
the App
days.
Has so much human bits to clean up.
It's been 3 days. My voice is gone. So they shuffle off the stage, and then they just put like 2 podiums down.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's like a presidential debate or a
Yeah.
presidential candidate debate, and you have Pikachu and Van Helsing.
Yeah,
on
they're
either
like
side.
squaring up,
Nice.
and then they're like, no, let's solve this with words.
Whoa.
Because he's out of ways to fight. So
Right.
That's
so
his
they
way.
go up. Fergie's obviously the moderator.
Uh-huh.
So
Right. Van Helsing starts spouting off that Pikachu isn't real. That he is
tells
in
us
fact
that-
fiction.
yeah, all Pokemon are fiction, and the Pokemon are getting worked up.
Whoa.
That's racist.
And I think Pikachu is finally doing what we all thought would eventually happen in Pokemon. He's trying to rally the Pokemon to turn against the humans.
Yeah.
That's what we've all been waiting for, right? Like,
That's probably a plot in 1 or 2 Pokemon generations.
I hope so, because it should be.
It's like if every animal was like as smart as dolphins. That's what Pokemon is.
Right, and had superpowers. Like, why aren't the people owned by Pokemon?
Right.
Because
Why
we
doesn't
can turn them into
the other way?
lasers.
Yeah, they're definitely afraid of being turned into data. Placed in a small... So,
Whoa, you saying Pokemon are afraid of Facebook? That's
Well-
a data breach? Whoa.
I was going to say that the Pokemon, like, Pikachu's talking to all the Pokemon. The humans can't understand. And he's like, okay, they've been putting us in tiny pocket balls forever. Let's put them in coffins. Which are people-sized Pokeballs.
They are people-sized
Whoa.
Pokeballs.
He's not like talking like, let's kill them all and put them in coffins. He's just like, let's trap them in coffins.
Right.
Like they trap
Well,
us in
die a
Pokeballs.
slow-
Oh, like
terrible
the hit
death.
film Buried with Ryan Reynolds.
Reynolds? Whoa! That's where he's referencing it from.
Whoa.
We'll give them a small cell phone and slowly pour sand over them.
And then you can kind of like 1-inch punch the coffin.
Okay,
and
so
maybe
now
try
you're
to get
combining Buried with Kill Bill Volume
Yes.
2. Where she like 3-inch punches her way
Well,
out.
how does he get out of the coffin and buried?
He doesn't, he dies.
it. Nice, dude. Sick.
Spoilers.
You thought he was going to get rescued, but it turns out the person who did it led the cops to the wrong casket.
Rachel!
And just as he figures it out, he's like, sorry, we made it to the wrong casket. Then his freaking coffin fills up with sand and he dies. And that's the end of the movie.
Whoa.
It was pretty cool. I didn't expect it.
Whoa, dude.
Go check out that movie, but the twist is ruined for you now.
Yeah, isn't the rest of the movie just like...
Him talking on a cell phone in the dark? Absolutely it is.
I bet he still looks good, though.
He does. His profile's mad
He's like
sexy.
laying down in the coffin, but then he like has like one hand like pulls his shirt up a little bit, so his like abs are always showing.
Yeah.
Like while he's on the cell phone.
Yeah,
he
what a
didn't
great,
mean to.
like, he just got to lay down for an entire movie. He's nowhere else besides in that coffin.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
So they're putting him in coffins.
well, they're talking about it.
Okay.
Right.
Not actively placing people in coffins to give a visual representation so all the Pokemon understand we will be doing this. I think they all kind of get it.
No, he has a Mr. Mime on stage, and he's miming himself into a coffin.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And over on the other side, he's just like, what are we doing with these Pokemon? We need to just get rid of them. Like, because he's trying to get the whole crowd, like, he wants to beat Pikachu, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're fake. You know?
Yes. He's like, they belong on playing cards, not next to us at a Black Eyed Peas concert. And he's trying to, like, appeal to the crowd, and he's like, the amazing Black Eyed Peas.
This place is sacred.
Yeah, this music, this place, it's sacred. Imagine how many more tickets they could sell without all these mucking about, without all these Scythers and other Pokemon
Cutting
names.
up the tickets.
Driftloons.
He sounds like your dad because he's like reading off a cue card all the names and they're all like slightly off.
Right.
He's like sounds like that guy's like
Ratata.
trying to be in.
A Ratata.
These Ratatas.
These piggies and these Charmanders.
Nice.
Back in my day, there were no.
Back in my day, we played with Magic the Gathering like men.
Back in my day, there were Frankensteins.
And we put them on cards where they belong.
Back in my day, we played with human corpses. We hit them with electricity. Sometimes they come alive, and sometimes they wouldn't. That was the fun.
But you know, we've come a long way. You women wouldn't have been able to come to this Black Eyed Peas concert.
Or vote
Right.
for me.
Yeah, I don't know what they're voting for, but they're both just trying to get the crowds on their side. And I think that this is finally when Hugh Booth gets the proverbial nail in the coffin. When someone tweets at him a video of Ryan Reynolds Deadpool becoming Pikachu.
Oh my God!
Talking like a person.
That's it.
He's a person inside that Pikachu.
Right.
Yeah, it was footage from the.
From the Pokemon Center, yeah. Yeah, they were messing around. Somebody got a hold of the footage, tweeted it
Hacked
at
it.
Hugh Booth. He knew what Twitter was and how it all worked. One of his campaign aides, obviously.
Yeah.
Campaign aids now.
Yeah, so Pikachu has now become the false prophet of the Pokemon.
Yeah, they put it up on the Jumbotron.
In one presidential debate, he has become the false prophet of all Pokemon.
Then I think this whole thing just erupts into chaos, right? The Pokemon are like, we don't need to listen to him. Let's just, for real, put them all in coffins like Kill style, Death style. And all the people are like, we've had it with these fucking Pokemon. And a huge war just breaks out.
And I think Van Helsing is just kind of like slinking back a little bit, watching as this
He
like.
grapple hooks away.
Yeah.
He like acrobats away.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Right.
I just wanted like a smug look and a escape. As
He can
just
still
lets it
he can
happen.
still look really smug as he CGI
Sure.
swings away.
I would.
Yeah.
If I was CGI, I'd be smug as shit.
Right. Especially if I was grapple hooking away.
Yeah. His
And I think-
old school PowerPoint presentation of like Vatican drawings is still up in the background.
Damn it. I think that Pikachu, Deadpool, has to slip away, and he's like, okay, I've had enough of this. I'm going to go try and switch my body back. I got to head back to the Poke Center. Maybe my crazy body will be there because he like senses something. Mm-hmm. So he goes back, and he goes to the Pokemon Center, and he's going to put himself into the chamber.
Yeah, I think at
the
this
trading
point he's
chamber.
desperate. Like everything's getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
He hates being in his Pikachu body, so he just like hits Nurse Joy with some chloroform, and he's like, "This is fine. This is fine. I'll just,
He just
I'll just be a
shoves
woman
her-
now. It doesn't matter." as long as I'm a human being.
Yeah, I can't get got this way. So he just like shoves her into one of the pods. He gets into the other pod. It closes.
Does it turn out that Nurse Joy looks kind of like Kate Beckinsale?
If you want, Joey, I'm there with you. I thought they all looked exactly the same,
Right.
but if this one looks a little like Kate Beckinsale, I'm okay with that.
We'll ride this ghost train.
Maybe they
together.
all look like Kate Beckinsale. You don't know. They're cartoons.
Whoa. So he's like waiting for the machine to start, but it doesn't. And who does he see on the other side of that glass? It's Van Helsing.
Damn.
He's got him now.
This is not where I thought you were going with this.
Where'd you think I was going, Butler?
I thought he was just gonna be the
Nurse
nurse
Joy.
now. Yeah.
No, he's not going to get away with that.
Okay.
Yes. So Nick, like you're saying, Van Helsing staring into that chamber. Ryan Reynolds staring up at Van Helsing.
Mm-hmm.
The chamber opens slowly. It's like really scary, spooky, spooky, spooky. Van Helsing reaches down, grabs that little Pikachu, slits its throat with a cross.
Oh, fuck.
Damn. Dark.
And Ryan Reynolds is like, why did he not kill me? He's after me.
What?
And then he turns and looks. There's a Pikachu sitting next to him.
Dead.
Right, dead. He's on the ground
did work?
as Nurse Joy. It already happened. The body swap.
Shit.
The body hit
happened.
the floor.
Right, the body hit the floor. The body swap happened. And it was a little fake out with the camera. Like you thought, because it's a low angle, you thought it was Ryan Reynolds was the Pikachu. But no, he was just on the
Shit.
ground as the Nurse
So
Joy.
then Van Helsing is a gentleman and he helps Nurse Joy up.
Yes.
He's like, sorry about that, ma'am. That Pikachu is crazy. I murdered
He
it.
said, sorry, ma'am, but as you know, I am the 16th president and the right hand of God. It's just all in a day's work.
I hope I have your vote.
You
I
look a
remember-
lot like
Have your vote.
He's already been president. He's not the president anymore.
He's still campaigning.
no. He's
All right.
still the president.
Well, he's up for. He could be
still the 16th
He was only
president.
once, right, before he got murdered, right?
I don't know, man. He rewrote history.
Yeah.
I believe, was Lincoln into his second term, or was it still his first term?
I don't know. We've been out of
Shut
high
up.
school for a while. Who cares about
I'm
nerd
just trying to make it make
stuff?
sense.
Dork.
I'm just trying to make it make sense. All right,
If you
guys.
know that, you're a fucking nerd, and we don't care about
all right,
you.
whatever. Hugh Jackman, Van Helsing is now hanging out with Nurse Joy, Ryan Reynolds. Is that what you?
He
want?
kind of she kind of reminds him of Kate Beckinsale.
It's like, you look like Underworld lady.
right.
You look
what he
like
says.
Underworld lady. Wow.
I think in his delusion, he's still the president.
Oh, perfect.
You know?
There you go.
He's just like, yes, I am the president. I haven't dead.
They still
so I
call-
am president.
They still
That's
call
how
me
that's how
Mr.
Jimmy
President.
Carter operates right now. He still thinks he's president.
Right. They
He's
say,
on airplanes shaking people's hands.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what? Who is this guy?
is gonna come
'Cause
out
no
and
one
Jimmy
know.
Carter's
Everyone
gonna
just
be dead.
assumes he's an old
Right.
man.
And there's a polite guy waiting behind him, like trying to walk down the aisle of the bathroom, and he like doesn't know how to say "excuse me."
Yeah, Jimmy Carter thinks he's his Secret Service.
yeah. So anyway,
Likewise, does Van Helsing think he is
Okay.
the president?
but
Hugh Booth.
so Ryan Reynolds as Nurse Joy is playing it cool right now.
Right.
Okay.
He realized he's in a body that's like 5'2" and like 95 pounds, and he's like
Doesn't have electricity powers.
Right.
Looks
He doesn't
really
have-
good in a corset.
He like reaches down in. All he's got is like some latex gloves. He's like, oh, I can't really do anything with this.
Oh my god. So
Yeah.
Van Helsing makes it to the final four, but this is kind of we're leaving it cliffhanger style, like Matrix Reloaded. With that guy who was actually
just
Agent
like
Smith,
Matrix Reloaded.
Just like that.
where they think he's cool, but he's actually Agent Smith.
Keanu
somehow.
Reeves is blind now.
Yeah.
Does Hugh Jackman walk up and stick his hand into an old black woman to get the power of psychic?
Yes.
Oh, nice. He walks up to a Mr. Mime and just shoves his fist into Mr. Mime's chest. He's like, now I will see the future.
Me.
Now I will
Me
know
too.
who hits the vase onto the ground.
Yeah. Basically.
The machines.
All right, guys. We've made it. We did it somehow. Sort of. We did it. It happened.
To clear that up, the president has overcome, and he's got a new Kate Beckinsale partner.
Yep.
He's got a first lady.
Yeah, he's got, oh,
may,
yes.
Wow, he may or may not turn on Hugh Jackman at any time.
Right.
That probably
Ryan Reynolds is
won't
biting his
Probably.
come up again.
Never
We'll
again.
forget.
Fuck.
A week is a long time, guys.
Exactly. We'll see. Hopefully we don't forget.
A week's a long time, especially for those who love drinking Coors Light. Or, no, excuse me, the
I'm
best
really
at
good
drinking-
at it.
Good
Yeah.
at it.
Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't like it.
Yeah,
he's just the
he's-
best at it.
There's
Crushed
no
about-
enjoyment. It's just really
Crushed about 5. right?
Nice. Because
Yeah.
you're so good at it.
Yeah.
Way better than me.
All right, let's be good at ending this podcast. We have our final 4. From Unlimited Region, Hellboy. From the Xander Zone, guess what? Xander Cage.
Triple X.
From the SLJ corner, we got Nick Fury. And now, just a dude.
Hey, man.
Just a president.
He's not just a dude. He's the president
That's true.
of vampire
16th
hunting.
president
Yeah.
From some sort of alternate reality, like Earth K,
We do-
Prime Kelvin. I don't know.
Anyway, we did it to ourselves. So there you have it. There's your final 4 for VRT 3D Tokyo Drift.
We're sad in all of it. Fuck it.
Yep. At this point. All right, guys. Thank you so much for getting through this episode of Very Real Tournament. It's been something. I don't know if fun's the word.
Well, it's been something of a region.
Whoa.
Myself.
You saved it. All right. If you want to check out more of our episodes, we have a website. It's vrtcast.com. All our information's out there. We're on all the social medias. If you want to share our podcast with your friends or with your family, we're on all the podcatching sites and apps. We are on Podbean, Google Podcast, Spotify, iTunes, Overcast, Castbox, Stitcher.
And
what
if we're
have you.
not
right.
on one that you prefer, let us know.
Yeah, hit us up on Twitter or Facebook, or just send us a quick email.
And if you want to be the very best, the best that ever was, go ahead and like and subscribe our podcast.
Nice.
Yeah, you like that little Pokemon theme in there?
Yeah, I loved it. So yeah, next week, it's all over, baby.
Yeah.
The third tournament will be in the books. One step closer to our super mega tournament that's going to have 16 tournament winners in it, coming to you in the year 2050. But for now, let's get right out of here, okay, guys? I'm Nick Potter,
I'm the best at drinking Coors.
I'm second best.
Billy Carter.
and it hasn't just been real, it's been very real.